Hello guys, this is Zuma, and welcome to another special video talking about Sons of the Forest. So it was revealed over a year ago at the Game Awards, if you can believe it was that long, that the sequel to The Forest was going to be called Sons of the Forest. And in the last year, it has been very quiet, not much information has been released at all until today, where a second trailer has been released on N Knight's YouTube channel. Now, I will go through it and break down what is actually in this trailer. I have about 2,000 hours in the forest, posted hundreds of videos over multiple series, so hopefully I can give you a little bit of insight into what you can expect when Sons of the Forest is released in 2021. So do leave a like rating if you are excited for Sons of the Forest. The official trailer is actually on N Knight's YouTube channel in 4K, so if you watch it here, make sure you go and watch it over there. It'll be the first link in the description. Give it a like, comment, give them all the love because they do deserve it. So that's it guys, enough talking. Let's watch the new Sons of the Forest trailer. How good is that? So definitely more to sink our teeth into than over a year ago for the reveal trailer. So I'm going to break this down. We're going to go through it bit by bit and see if we can't dissect and try and get a good understanding of what's to come. So starting off, this is pretty much like the reveal. We are in the helicopter and there is a crash. We learned from the reveal that the thing that actually brought the helicopter down was a body, but we don't actually see that happen in this new trailer. We are actually sat on the opposite side of the helicopter as well. I don't know what significance that actually has, but one of the main things that they've changed, if you want to play spot the difference between the reveal trailer and this trailer, is that the shovel is now missing. In the reveal trailer, it was pinned to the side and I actually highlighted it and I thought there's so much uses that we can use for this, it'd be so good. And the fact that it's actually shown in this trailer of it being used, I don't know, maybe you get it a different way now. Maybe before they had an idea of maybe you pick it up when the helicopter crashes, but now maybe you have to get it another way and find it in the map or on the island. So like the reveal trailer, the helicopter does actually go down. I will leave a link in the description as well guys if you want to see my reveal trailer breakdown. But now, on to the next scene. If it's an idea of what the graphics are going to be like in Sons of the Forest, this is it. It already feels kind of familiar with the snowy mountain in the background, which hopefully we can visit. But we don't know whether this is going to be a snow biome, forest biome mix, or what I'm hoping for is that we have seasons, which would definitely make a survival playthrough more dynamic and interesting. So as we pan down, we can just see how detailed the environment is actually going to be. And we're holding a device, which is a tracker, or maybe the new way we interact with the map. And we are 593 meters from a certain location. It wouldn't surprise me if this is very early game. We've just come out of the crash plane and we've just picked this up and we're on our way. And also the hand design is a little bit interesting as well. As you know, the characters in the forest, if you've ever played multiplayer, the character design is very cartoony. Even the end cutscenes show the characters like that. It doesn't really go with how detailed the cannibals and how detailed the environment is. So yeah, all this is a hand, it kind of looks a little bit cartoony, which I'm hoping they haven't done the main characters like that. So moving on into the snow biome. This is a very nice action of us chopping down the tree with a modern axe, it looks like. And even those chippings coming out from the tree, they kind of look like block squares, almost voxel in nature, which is interesting. And looking at the way this is breaking apart, definitely looks like we can now decide which way the tree chops down. But another little subtlety to the animation is when you hit the tree, the snow actually falls off the tree. That is just so good. And a very subtle thing which didn't really need to be in the game, but it just makes you think of what kind of interactive environment the Sons of the Forest is going to be. So out of the whole second trailer, this has got to be my favorite scene. There's actually so much information in this one scene that if I do miss some stuff, guys, at the end, do leave them in the comments. I'm sure other people will be interested as well. So to kick things off, the snow trail, snow displacement. This is from us walking in the snow. We now have tracks. Now, whether this means that there's going to be tracks in the forest as well, could you imagine knowing that a cannibal tribe has come this way because you can see broken branches on the ground? This would determine where you put animal traps, where you can put traps to fight the cannibals. It opens up a whole new gameplay mechanic, which is very exciting for a survival game, and makes me think that there is going to be seasons in the game, because what happens as soon as you go over the snow? Is it over time that the snow goes back to normal? I don't know, I guess you can tell I'm really hoping that there's seasons in the game. So, not focusing on things too obvious, the cabin or the figure. I believe these are solar panels. When I saw this the first time, I was hoping that there might be solar panels, and then, yeah, looks like he's got them on his roof as well, so they're not like plant pots or anything like that. I don't know, unless he's growing stuff on his roof. But the fact that there could be electricity in the game opens up a lot of new survival elements, probably going to make it a lot easier to cook and clean and wash and all that good stuff. But what I'm hoping that is these mechanized traps in the game. Imagine using electricity to power certain traps, what you could build. I think I've been playing Night of the Dead too much, but yeah, that would be another awesome addition. And next, we have a weapon rack or drying rack. It's hard to tell from here what is actually on that, but the design is very similar to what's in the forest right now. And also, we have a new stick fence design. I was looking at the stick fence that's actually wrapping around the cabin, and it's very hard to see two bits that are the same. So I'm wondering, is this some kind of procedural RNG randomized stick fence? That would be awesome. So no 2 points are the same. That's a much needed upgrade than the god-awful stick design that we have in the forest at the minute. I actually remember, over 5 years ago when the stick fence was added to the forest. There was like gaps in it and stuff like that, so it didn't really change much in all that time either when the game was released. So yeah, this is much more better if you can indeed actually build this stick fence. I do think all this stuff here is what we've built, the cabin included. I do think this cabin is a pre-built blueprint like we have cabins in the forest already. But moving on, we have a weapon display, which appears to have a modern axe in it. It seems exactly the same design as we have in the forest already. I actually made a wall out of these weapon displays in my unorthodox build. I don't know, I wanted to shake shit up a little bit. But yeah, this looks exactly the same thing. Maybe the size of it looks a little bit bigger. But I'm just mentioning this weapon display now because in the next scene, it actually disappears for some reason. I don't know if it's behind the logs or what. But zooming into that, you can probably see something that's a little out of place. And no, not the lady with 3 legs. I'm talking about the guitar. It looks like the forest has taken a leaf out of Rust's book, and we can now serenade the lovely cannibals with whatever tune you desire. No doubt we got this from the bunker that we're going to see in a second. And now, for the 3-legged lady. We first saw her in the reveal trailer. It seemed like during her transformation. I don't know, but I feel like that was just showing you the character. And I feel like in a second you're going to see her by the stream, and I think this is where you first encounter her. But this feels like part of the story. Maybe when you pick her up from the stream, she goes away and then she comes back after a couple of days. I don't know. The way that she's there, shivering outside in the cold, she doesn't seem like a threat to me. Definitely feels like someone who's had the Virginia serum and is in mid-transition and she's escaped from some kind of facility. So next, you can kind of get a gist of some of the weaponry that we're going to have in Sons of the Forest. No longer the old rubbish crossbows and the flintlock pistol. We have got a compound crossbow. Look how badass this looks. And yeah, as I said before, it looks like we meet the Virginia ballerina lady. This may be your first encounter with her, the way she seems kind of washed up from the shore. And the reason I think that is in the last clip, she had 3 legs. Here it looks like she's only got 2, so maybe she's not as far along in her Virginia transition. But I must have watched this clip near the stream so many times, just taking it all in. The way the trees look, the stream, the mist that's coming off the water, the salmon that's swimming upstream. No doubt there's been a massive fishing overhaul, just no longer spear fishing and catching them in the fishing traps. But if this is the new fishing animations, I wonder what all the other animals are going to be like. Because I don't really think we've seen many animals in this trailer or the reveal trailer, which was quite strange. But in the next clip, we're going to see some of the pistol combat. So I've made this a little bit brighter. Let's watch it and then we'll review it. So for me, this is probably the weakest part in the whole trailer. So no doubt there was going to be a pistol in the game. From the reveal trailer, we saw that there was a shotgun, even a guy carrying a shotgun. So yeah, it's a pretty much given that there's going to be a pistol in the game. But if we look at how he's holding the pistol and the actual animation for it, when he's moving around, it's like the pistol in the hand is stuck to the bottom of the screen. When there's movement, maybe the pistol should go up and down. It's very wooden. It just seems a little off. But when you shoot this guy, him being wounded on the floor is very cool. A very nice addition. It means you can deal with multiple enemies. And also the reload animation is pretty damn slick as well. And it says some on the side too. What's it say? Cornish pasty? I think it says that. But I don't believe these are the mutant cannibals we all know and love. They just look like regular people. And maybe that's what Sons of the Forest is all about. People have actually flocked to this island to follow the cannibalistic rituals. And our protagonist here is now shooting him in the head, protecting the Virginia ballerina lady, as we can see the multiple arms. In the next shot, we've seen this animation before where the cannibals are cowering on the floor. Seems to have a bone club in his hand as well. And one of the tribes lady in the corner there, helping one of the tribesmen up, who seems to have, what are they, night vision goggles? There's definitely some LED stuff going on there. But yeah, even in slow motion, it highlights the way this guy's holding the pistol and moving. It should be bobbing up and down a little bit more. Who holds the pistol out like that? It doesn't feel right to me. Let me know in the comments if it's just me. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel the same. But in the next clip, we get to use the shovel. I got very excited because I've been asking for terrain manipulation for a long time. And I thought this was it. Being able to dig tunnels, building them, make bunkers. I thought it would be such a cool game mechanic to add. But no, turns out it's just digging down to get to an already pre-made bunker. Looks like it's fortified concrete, some kind of bomb shelter. But inside, pretty nice living conditions. Got a chessboard, computer, widescreen TV. What is that? Karaoke lyrics on the TV. Fully working kitchen. Not bad at all. In the next clip, we go down a hallway. Looks like on the left, we have a picture of the island. And I don't know if the second one, is that the plane crash? Maybe it is a picture of the plane crash. But from here, things start to get a little weird. So we don't know what context these masks mean. But it seems like when we put them on, we're kind of acting like the red paint. When you put the red paint on, you're kind of immune from the cannibals. I don't know if this is the red mask version, but it looks like we've got a 3D printer here. But it looks like we've got a little toy figure as well. If you remember the robot pieces we had to collect in the forest. But in order to craft these masks, you do need blood or paint. And then, what are they, parts maybe? It seems like we've got a few settings. So we can have a 3D print the toy, the mask, and then whatever that is at the bottom. Let me know in the comments if you have any idea. But it definitely looks like the mask takes 5 seconds, takes 10 milliliters of blood, and you can pick the color red. I guess you can pick other colors as well. So here we get a sense of how we're going to build. These are new building mechanics. So it looks like this is placing the logs inside a blueprint. Although we can't see the blueprint, it's kind of strange holding a log like that, chopping it in half, and then placing it in. It seems like a very slow way to build, considering what we're used to in the forest already. It might mean that they're going to use less logs. So you get more for your logs, it's just slower. But I don't know about seeing this animation every time I want to put a log down. But here, looks like we have a new organic way to create windows. So it's not like you need to place a wall with a window in it. It seems like you can just put a window wherever you want. And if you keep on removing the logs all the way down, you'll create a door. So if you thought the building mechanics in the forest were good before, seems like you've got even more freedom now. And I guess we know what we can use the tomahawk for. Was a bit undecided. We have the tomahawk and the modern axe. So modern axe for chopping down trees and the tomahawk for editing any of the buildings that you place down. And in the next scene, it seems like we have been sieged by some cannibals. Moving slowly with our modern axe, we can see on the left there, we do in fact have the log zip line. But this is very cool. Look at the cannibal shoulder barging the door. Can you imagine being on the inside of that building at night maybe? Oh my god. So good. Things going down here. The cannibals are doing damage to my walls. Kind of a weird stance just looking at me like that. Like you're looking into my soul. You know what I want for Christmas? Seems like I was getting tired of them stealing my logs, which that's a new thing, so I got my shotgun out. Also, a shout out to Stephen flying in the back there. So next, I think we've solved the mystery of the man with a giant hand. Could it be this guy who dragged that guy away like a ragdoll? And also, who threw another guy at a helicopter like a ragdoll? I think it could have been. The power that he shows here, I have no doubt he could have thrown a person at a helicopter. Or there's something bigger in Sons of the Forest that we just haven't seen yet. Although this guy could throw us like a toothpick, it seems putting on that red mask that we made on a 3D printer earlier seems to make him curious. Suddenly I put it on, and I am a son of the forest. If I need to wear this bad boy to stop being thrown at a helicopter, you can be damn straight I'm wearing this mask. I've got the red version, he's got the gold version. I prefer his better, but what's he wearing? Like some kind of deer skin there? And I can't be sure, but I think those are intestines he's using as a belt. So, new mutant alert. I can only describe this as whatever that thing is in the middle. What are they, like loads of fingers? We tried to go at him with a stick. Stick don't work, so we use a taser. It kind of makes sense if you're a group of mercenaries going to an island and need to round up the sons of the forest. It does make sense bringing some kind of non-lethal weaponry, and a taser would do that. Oh, this guy, don't know where he got his training from, but he's using his taser on his side. He's trying to look gangster. Fair enough. But it doesn't seem like the taser worked because he reverted back to his stick. But those guys in the corner there, these must be the people who we saw at the end of the reveal trailer, the cave dwellers who have no eyes and mouth. Now I'm just wondering how they eat food. But there we go, Sons of the Forest, releasing in 2021. If I was a betting man, I would guess it'd be Q3 or Q4 of 2021. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think to the trailer. Did I point out something that maybe you didn't see the first time round? If I did, do leave a like rating. And if I missed anything, do let me know in the comments. And you can bet when this is released, I'm going to be making a series on this. I'm going to be streaming it over on my Twitch. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.